So when you're creating images on Google Slides, you want to make sure that you are searching for high resolution images. Like this map of China would be no good. This map would be no good because when you save it as a final product, it's going to be blurry and very pixely. So I tend to search for high resolution map of China. And sometimes it's going to give you, and sometimes it's not. But something like this is a superior quality, you can tell. You want to be careful when you're typing in images as well about the background. So let's say I want Buddhism PNG transparent. When I search for something like that, it's giving me things with no background, but you have to make sure that it has no background. So when I copy paste this is nice high res. I insert a new slide. I have to make sure that I delete any of the text boxes that are there because it will import with those text boxes. But see, this is not a good image to use because it has a pixely background. So we don't want to use that. We want to use something like this. So let's say I have Martin Luther as my project. I want to make sure I'm looking for Martin Luther, Protestantism, and not Martin Luther King Jr. So look, it gives me quotes. I could even type in quote in Google. You may or may not want to use the ones that are pre-made for you. So I wouldn't want you to use something like this unless you cropped it, because now I'm going to have another site's logo on my page. So what you can do is you can create your own version of this on Google Slides, or you can actually crop it. Should allow me to do that. We are going to crop. I would drag it to make sure that I get rid of what the other website has. So what I would rather you do is, some of you, what you're doing is you're changing the background. The problem with doing that is it's when you import it into WeVideo, if you put it as the entire background, it's going to crop the image. You want to have some type of a border present because otherwise the image is going to be stretched when you import it into WeVideo. So trust my process. Do not insert the image as a background. Insert the image as an image on the slide. Okay, other things. So you can download it to PowerPoint, and then it's going to open on the bottom in PowerPoint. And what you do is you click on it and you go to File, you go to Save As, you would put it in your folder that's respective of where you want it, and you would hit JPEG. A little trick is hit J on the keyboard, and then you hit Save, and it'll save all the slides at once. Those slides are now in the order that you would put them into WeVideo. So then you could just import them into WeVideo. If you don't have PowerPoint, all you have to do is you have to download each slide one at a time. So it's just an extra step. So if you have PowerPoint, you can do it all in one shot. And if you have Google Slides, you just have to manually do one at a time. Any edits that you make to the image, you have to re-download the JPEG.